head over to truthtreatments.com. That's truthtreatments.com, and you can order products directly off of the website. Okay, we are talking skin health here. Last we spoke, we talked about how we have to turn things on if we want to have better health in general. If we want to have better internal health or skin health, we got to improve the dynamic nature of the body. And that's why getting healthier inside and out involves stimulation, activation, turning things on. Stagnation is always the enemy. Movement is our friend. Stagnation is the enemy. Movement is our friend. And this activation process, turning on the production of skin cells and fibers like collagen and elastin and reticulin, these are fibers that are in the skin that keep us from wrinkling. These are fibers that break down over the course of time and are responsible for much of the signs of aging. Well, if you want to have healthy, beautiful skin, if you want to have youthful skin, you got to figure out how to turn those fibers on. You can't put the fibers on your skin. You can't put collagen on your skin to have healthier skin. You can't put elastin fibers on the skin, even though a lot of skincare products will mislead consumers into believing that you can rub collagen on your skin to get rid of your wrinkles. Can't do it that way, but you can stimulate the skin. You can exercise the skin. You can destabilize the skin. Remember, exercise means destabilize. Exarch, to destabilize. You can exercise skin cells. You can turn on the production of various fibers. You can turn on the production of moisture factors. You can have moisture, more hydrated, softer skin by using destabilizing or exercising techniques. But very few people, unfortunately, know how to leverage this activation or this destabilization of the skin to get better, healthier, stronger, moister, softer, younger looking, prettier, more attractive skin. So, in terms of the skin, you gotta feel something on the skin if you want to stimulate it. You gotta feel something. If you're not feeling something on the skin, you're not optimizing stimulation. A certain amount of stimulation, a threshold amount of activation is required if you're going to really get the effects of the destabilization. And if you're going to really maximize or stimulate the new tissue, if you're going to generate new tissue, you gotta feel something when you apply the product. And there's lots of ways to feel something on the skin to get that activating effect from your topical skin ingredients. You can use scrubbing materials called exfoliating agents. There's lots of different exfoliating agents. They come in two major types. You've got synthetic or plastic type exfoliating scrubby agents, and you've got the natural scrubby agents. The synthetic ones tend to be round, perfectly spherical. They're usually made out of plastic-like materials. They call them polymers, polyethylene, polyurethane, etc. Unfortunately, these days, it's becoming more and more evident that these scrubby beads, which are super, super tiny, much smaller than the head of a pin, it's becoming more and more evident that these scrubby beads, these plastic scrubby beads, are finding their way into the water supply, ultimately into fish and animals that eat the fish, even humans that eat the fish. According to the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, in the last 10 years, scientists examining beaches have found significant quantities of these little microplastic scrubby beads on beaches and in marine sediments all over the world. American scientists have found them in the Great Lakes. At one site, concentration of these microplastics was greater than that found outside plastic factories. They actually concentrate in ocean water. Biggest problem associated with these little tiny scrubby particles or scrubby beads is that when things get that small, tiny little ocean creatures, shrimp and krill and sea anemones and jellyfish, etc., these tiny little critters can ingest the particles, and from that point they can enter into the bloodstream of the animals, that is, and cells and tissues. They can incorporate themselves into seahorses and sea stars, etc. And then they accumulate, and bigger animals eat the smaller animals, and on up the food chain, these little plastic scrubby particles can go, ultimately winding up in the systems of the largest predator animals, and that includes us. But you don't need to use these little plastic scrubby particles, and in fact, they're being phased out by a lot of companies. Unilever, which is a humongously big multi-national corporation that makes skincare products and healthcare products, is phasing out these little plastic scrubby particles. I used to formulate scrubby beads made out of something called diatoms. Diatoms are tiny shells deposited by creatures over the course of millions of years. They leave their shells on the in the sand and in the ocean as well. And these little tiny scrubby particles, these hard particles, are made out of silica. I used to buy them from a French company called Alban Mueller. They're made out of calcium, they're made out of silica, And they make very, very effective scrubby substances. Silica in general makes a really good scrubby substance. Silica is the hard stuff in shells, whether you're talking about the shells of nuts or the shells of seeds or the shells of ocean creatures. Speaking of nuts, shells from various nuts also make good exfoliators, as do the shells from seeds. Even crushed up grains of rice make a good exfoliator. You can make your own scrubby particles, scrubby beads, scrubby products with scrubby beads and scrubby particles using coffee or sugar or salt or baking soda. You can mix it up in coconut oil. You can put in a little avocado if you like a stiffer consistency. Coconut oil tends to melt on skin temperature, so if you put some avocado in with your coconut oil, give it a little stiffness. You can also get yourself some bentonite clay, maybe some kaolin clay or French clay, and mix it in with a little bit of aloe juice, create a paste, and then put in some walnut shells or almond shells that have been crushed up in a coffee grinder, crushed up into a fine powder. It makes a wonderful scrub, especially in combination with the coconut oil. Coconut oil has vitamin E in it, so it'll reduce some of the irritation that can be caused by the scrub. If you add a little lemon juice or honey, you'll get, or apple cider vinegar for that matter, you'll get the alpha hydroxy acids from the lemon juice. Honey also has alpha hydroxy acids, as does apple cider vinegar, and alpha hydroxy acids will accelerate the skin lightening effects and also get you some exfoliating effects too. So you can make your own skin lightening products using these scrubby particles, these seeds and ground up seeds and also ground up shells. The coffee grinder makes one of the best skincare tools you can have. Just by grinding up shells and grinding up seeds, you can make your own little scrubby particles and exfoliate your skin and lighten your skin up as well. There's another really cool way to exfoliate and lighten the skin, and it involves using a vitamin. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. We'll talk about that when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Hi, nutritional pharmacist Ben Fuchs here from the Brightside Radio Show. Come check out my presentation in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Monday, August 3rd at the Faith Tabernacle Gospel Fellowship Church. Bring your family, friends, loved ones, and let's fill the house. I want to talk about raw materials and nutritional supplements that your body needs to restore and maintain good health. Register at 5 p.m. If you've got questions, call Clinton Scott at 763-221-8432. 763-221-8432. Hope to see you there.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
We all know that Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
You're fired.
According to the Small Business Administration, 75% of small businesses plan to eliminate jobs or reduce workers' hours to part-time.
You're fired.
According to Gallup, the unemployment rate recently jumped to nearly 9%, and the underemployment rate hit a staggering 17.9%.
You're fired.
1 out of 3 young adults and 1 out of 2 recent college graduates are underemployed. Hello, I'm Keith Abel, a pharmacist and a home business entrepreneur. In 2011, I became one of those statistics myself. Instead of looking for another job in corporate America, I joined Dr. Joel Wallet, the Dead Doctors Don't Lie guy. We're creating steady incomes for ourselves and would like to show you how to do the same. If you want to supplement your current income, replace your income, so you don't have to become one of the statistics, then give me a call toll-free at 866-257-3105, 866-257-3105.
You're fired.
Don't wait till you hear those words. Start creating an extra income today. 866-257-3105.
Pharmacist Ben Fuchs here from the Brightside Radio Show. Come check out my presentation in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Monday, August 3rd at the Faith Tabernacle Gospel Fellowship Church. Bring your family, friends, loved ones, and let's fill the house. I want to talk about raw materials and nutritional supplements that your body needs to restore and maintain good health. Register at 5 p.m. If you've got questions, call Clinton Scott at 763-221-8432, 763-221-8432. Hope to see you there.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.
Ouch! My back is out again.
Hi, Dr. Ortman with Wellspring Spinal Care. If you're experiencing neck, mid, or lower back pain, this information is for you. One of the complaints that I hear is patients receive their typical adjustment, only having to repeat them as the pain returns. Putting the bones back in place is only half of the battle. At Wellspring Spinal Care, we have the entire solution. We use the NUCA approach, utilizing three-dimensional x-rays and gentle touch technology to deliver specific correction. We then design a custom nutritional supplement program which provides essential nutrients targeting the areas of concern. With a NUCA approach and proper nutrition, you'll be on your way to a faster and more permanent recovery. To get you on the road to wellness, visit drortman.com. That's drortman.com, or call us today, 952-303-9124. That's 952-303-9124. Wellspring Spinal Care, chiropractic done right.
Pharmacist Ben Fuchs believes virtually all disease states can be backtracked to digestive problems.
Deficiencies in stomach acid can affect all downstream systems. Taking digestive enzymes can be amazingly helpful for dealing with deficiencies in stomach acid. Enzymes require low pH for activation. You can also use aloe vera juice, by the way. Sugars in aloe vera have a coating effect on the digestive system. Longevity has a cool product called Noni Plus, which is made from aloe and the noni fruit. It's tasty. It can also function to support digestive acidification of the stomach, and activation of digestive enzymes.
Take Pharmacist Ben's advice and support your digestive system by ordering Noni Plus from Longevity. Call 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470, or on the web at brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com. Order today.
Have you ever felt like the United States government knows way too much about your financial affairs? I continue to hear stories about property seizures, frozen bank accounts, confiscation of stocks and bonds. It makes me wonder if the U.S. citizen will ever again have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Unfortunately, with the Drug and Money Laundering Act, the IRS Revenue Ruling 6045 of 1984, and the Trading with the Enemy Act and Franklin D. Roosevelt's Executive Order of 1933, some precious metal holdings are subject to government intervention. For this reason, Midas Resources has prepared a report explaining the boundaries of trading precious metals privately. Whether if you have any intention of trading with Midas Resources or not, I have instructed my representatives to give this report out free. Call for your free copy at 1-800-686-2237. When investing, always proceed with caution. Again, call 1-800-686-2237. Exercise your legal right to trade metals privately. 1-800-686-2237.
It's absolutely heartbreaking. All over America, people are suffering from issues related to angina pain, high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, irregular heartbeat, clogged arteries, and high cholesterol. Can you live your life free from sickness, pain, and fear and experience your body's healing itself? Look to Heart and Body Extract, an all-natural supplement that aids ailing bodies. It is an exclusive formula of wild-crafted and organic herbs. End the pain without all the side effects of prescription drugs. People 20 years younger will envy your vitality. Want a happier, healthier you? Then go to heartandbody.com or call toll-free 866-295-5305 for free information. Heart and Body Extract offers a lifetime guarantee with no price increase in over 14 years. What are you waiting for? Call Heart and Body now at 866-295-5305 for your free information or go to heartandbody.com. Distributor inquiries are welcome. Got a letter here from a gentleman who says he was diagnosed with something called Erdheim-Chester disease. Erdheim-Chester disease, or Erdheim-Chester syndrome, is also known as polyostotic sclerosing histiocytosis. What the heck does that even mean? The craziness of these medical diagnoses. Polyostotic sclerosing histiocytosis. Think about it. If you got diagnosed with this, you went to the doctor's office and he says, you have polyostotic sclerosing histiocytosis. What would you even begin to do? Well, all you got to do is figure out what this thing, this mumbo jumbo medical alphabet soup means. Polyostotic sclerosing histiocytosis simply means polyostotic, means many bones, poly, many, ostotic bones, many bones, sclerosing hard fibers. You got hard fibers in your bones. And histiocytosis means the histiocytes, which are immune cells, are accumulating. That's all it means. So polyostotic sclerosing histiocytosis simply means you've got an immune system problem and it's depositing in bones and your bones are starting to get fibrous. You got an immune system problem, period. Immune system is your defense system. That means your body's defending itself against something. Well, it's not defending itself against pixie dust. It's not defending itself against little elves that shoot arrows. It's defending itself against something you're putting in your blood. That means unless you're an IV drug user or you're breathing something in, you work in a coal mine or a nuclear power plant, chances are you're eating the wrong food. It's as simple as that. I know, I hate to be glib here, but really, we don't want to get all confused and made crazy by these ridiculous diagnoses. You don't need a fancy Latin diagnosis to reverse degenerative diseases. Just common sense. If you got polyostotic sclerosing histiocytosis or any other immune or inflammatory condition, focus on your digestive health, patch up the digestive system with good bacteria and by using digestive strategies, and make sure you're eating less crappy food, especially sugar and flour. And then, of course, use your relaxing techniques, including deep breathing and activating that parasympathetic nervous system. Every single degenerative disease, whether it's polyostotic sclerosing histiocytosis or amyotrophic lateral sclerosis or myasthenia gravis or whatever, they all require the same reversal strategies. Fix the digestive system, stabilize the blood sugar system, and relax the body, especially using oxygenation and respiratory techniques. It's really that simple, folks. And you don't need a doctor for any of that. You don't need a prescription for deep breathing. All right. If you got questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, if you want to make sense out of some ridiculous diagnosis that you got from the doctor, we can help you. 844-236-6010 is our number. Of course, if you have questions about skincare or skin health, we can help you as well. 844-236-6010 is our number. All right, so one of the great all-time skin lightening ingredients, if you're dealing with hyperpigmentation, if you want to exfoliate your skin, if you want to stimulate collagen production, just for all-around skin health, is vitamin A. I know I've said this many, many times. I'll keep saying it. It is the go-to vitamin for the skin. It's the skin's favorite vitamin. And you can use it to exfoliate your skin, to remove dead skin cells, in addition to turning on the production of all the good stuff, as well as lightening the skin. And we're going to talk about skin lightening here in a little bit. Actually, we'll probably talk about that tomorrow. So vitamin A is the skin's favorite vitamin, but you got to use the right form of vitamin A. There's 3 types of vitamin A, as we've said so many times on the show. The cheapo kind, the kind you'll find in most skincare products, the kind you'll find in skincare products that are made by companies that really don't want to do anything to the skin, is called retinol palmitate. You might get a little bit of benefit from retinol palmitate, That's Retinyl, Retinyl. Second word, palmitate, Palmitate. You'll see it in you'll see in a lot of skincare products. Your cheapo skincare products or your department store skincare products will typically have this stuff. Whenever I wanted to formulate a product and I didn't want too much activity, that's the kind of vitamin A I would use. Because then you don't have to worry about irritation, you don't have to worry about exfoliation or peeling. It really doesn't do very much, and it's very cheap. And unless you have a high concentration, I should say. If you have a super high concentration of retinyl palmitate, you may get some benefits, but typically you'll see it'll be used in 1% or 0.5% or 0.1% combinations or concentrations. The good stuff, the good vitamin A, is retinoic acid and retinol. Retinoic acid does require prescription. It can be irritating, but retinol, now that's the stuff. That is the good stuff. That's the stuff you want to look for. You do need a relatively high concentration, around 5% or so, and you will get some exfoliation from it. In fact, it's the exfoliating property that makes retinol so problematic, and it's the reason why you're not going to see it in a lot of products. It's the reason why, if you do see it in products, you're going to see it in very low concentrations. And it's the reason why this exfoliating effect, the skin peeling effect, is why Retin A or retinoic acid requires a doctor's prescription, requires a doctor's permission. You got to have a doctor permit you to use retinoic acid. That should be insulting to everybody, that you need a doctor's permission to use a skincare product. Nonetheless, retinoic acid, Retin A, requires a doctor's permission, prescription. And you can't really find effective doses of retinol in department store products. Now, if you want a high concentration of retinol, go to truthtreatments.com and check out my retinol balm or retinol gel. It's 5.0% retinol with a whole bunch of vitamin C, no preservative, no fragrance, no emulsifiers, etc. And it'll last you 6 months if you use it as directed. Vitamin A, in its retinol form, speeds up the movement and activity of cells, of skin cells. As cells are rising up from the bottom of the skin to the top of the skin, they're releasing their moisture factors and releasing all their health benefits, making more collagen. As cells are rising up to the top, they're turning on all the fiber-making cells at the bottom. So exfoliation and increasing the movement and stimulation of the skin is just as important as increasing the movement and stimulation of any of the cells in the body. It's stimulation, it's activation, it's exercise. And you're going to get more collagen, you're going to get more elastin, and you're going to get smoother and softer skin. It's like mechanical exfoliation, except it's not really, you're not scrubbing. So you don't get as much of that irritation, although you may get a little bit if you overuse it. And that's why you want to combine your retinol with vitamin C, which I've done for you in my retinol gel. You're going to get more moisture factors when you exfoliate with retinol. You're going to get more hyaluronic acid when you exfoliate with retinol. Remember, hyaluronic acid is a sponge, a moisture sponge. It also turns on the growth of things. You just get overall health benefits. It's like a tonic for the skin. Retinol, used appropriately in the right concentrations, is a skin tonic. It gives you smoother, softer skin. It's got anti-wrinkle effects. It's got moisturizing benefits. And when you use retinol on a regular basis, in a high enough concentration, not only will your skin be anti-age, not only will you be preventing and even reversing wrinkles and reversing photo damage and photo aging, but you'll also get moisturization benefits, you also get hydration benefits. And using retinol as an exfoliating agent is one of the best, maybe the best, all-time best ways to address one of the biggest complaints people have about their skin, which involves dark spots. Exfoliation techniques can be very helpful here, especially when you're exfoliating with retinol, because retinol has anti-pigment effects and has exfoliating effects, kind of a 1-2 punch for lightening the skin. The drug skin lightener, the prescription skin lightener, hydroquinone, is incredibly toxic. Retinol is not only non-toxic, but it's a vitamin. It's nutritional. We'll talk about skin pigmentation and a couple of different types of skin pigmentation tomorrow as we continue talking skin health on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back. Got a letter here from Bridget. We'll get your calls here in just a sec, so hang tight. Got a letter from Bridget. She says, I'm a 38-year-old woman. I love this letter. I'm a 38-year-old woman, 132 pounds, 5 feet, 5 inches tall. My left foot and legs swell every day. That's a problem. Check this out. To the point that I need to buy 2 different shoes. That's some serious swelling. But here's the interesting part. The next sentence. I am very healthy. I am on no medication. I've had 3 different doctors look at it over the past 5 years, and I've been told it's not vascular. Are you kidding me? This is why I do this program, you guys. This is a gal who thinks she's healthy. She says she's very healthy. And I'm not attacking this lady. This is just how we think. She says she's very healthy, but her left foot and leg swell so bad to the point she has to buy 2 different shoes, and her doctor tells her it's not vascular. It's not her circulatory system. Unbelievable. Her instructions are to keep it elevated and drink lots of water and to avoid salt. Unbelievable. Here's the deal for Bridget. Anybody listening, if your left foot and leg is swelling, you have a circulatory problem, period. No matter what your doctor told you, you have a blood vessel problem. The blood is not circulating. Anytime you have swelling in the bottom of the body, in the legs and the feet, it's called edema. Anytime you have swelling, that means the blood is not circulating as it should. That means the blood is dirty. That means the blood is coagulated and clotted and stagnant. That means a digestive problem. 99.99% of the time. This is a gal who needs to work on her digestive system, not avoid salt and not drink lots of water and keep it elevated. Although that might be help a little bit. Definitely don't want to avoid salt, though. Anyway, digestive strategies, blood sugar strategies, make sure you're practicing your relaxation techniques, your deep breathing. That's pretty much it for everything, you guys. I know I'm probably putting myself out of a job, and I'm probably putting a lot of doctors out of business, too. If everybody took that advice, we wouldn't need medical professionals, except for emergency surgery. All right, that's from Bridget. Hopefully she's listening. 844-236-6010 is our number. Let's hit the phones. Tony in South Carolina. What's going on? Welcome to the bright side. Tony, are you there?
Hey, Ben.
Hey, buddy. What's up, man?
I'm up on the roof.
You are? What are you doing on the roof?
Well, I put a metal roof on my shop, and it's getting all moldy, so I'm up bleaching it, washing it, trying to...
All right. What's it like in South Carolina today? It must be hot on that roof.
Yeah, South Carolina's known for that. About the end of your show, I'll be in the air conditioning, so it'll be fine.
All right. What's cooking, man? How can we help you?
About 3 years ago, a guy named Ben Fuchs called me up right after I joined Longevity.
Really? Nice guy?
Checked out his YouTubes, and phone rings, and here's this guy named Ben calling me. I don't know who he is, but...
Oh, okay.
So we chatted for a minute. So I've been on Longevity for about 3 years. I take the Beyond Tangerine religiously.
Okay.
I don't take the POFX as much as I should, because I forget to go into the fridge to get the liquid.
All right.
And I take the glucogel, four capsules a day. At that time, I was working a job. I'm 52 years old. I weighed 257 pounds. After getting on Longevity, I just, getting the nutrition, I just wasn't hungry, so I didn't eat. I didn't stop by the store and get the, bag of chips and a pop.
You mean as you supplemented, you found that you were snacking less? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and now I'm 185 pounds.
Whoa! Wait a minute. You lost 100 pounds?
No. 257 to 185.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I got down to 179, but I went back up.
All right, so you lost 80 pounds or so. That's pretty darn good, Tony.
And I was working. October of last year, I got tired of working and told the man I was leaving. So I basically retired, even though I'm 52. So I started sustainable farming. I got pigs, goats, chickens. So I'm working on the pasture, getting things going. But about a month into my pseudo-retirement, which you can call farming retirement, I started to notice my urine was stinky.
Okay. And
I'd bought urine test strips for the pH.
Okay.
And my pH had always been like 6.5, 6.75, 6.25. So I tested my urine in the morning. I mean, my urine's never in 52 years been stinky. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I couldn't even smell it. And I'm testing it. It's come out at 5.75, 5.5.
That's a little bit on the acid side. Are you saying that right now it's in the fives?
Yeah, right now it's in the 5.75, 6 range.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit acidic. Acid urine typically means that your body is trying to eliminate something, and acid represents toxicity. So there's something percolating in there, my friend. And we got to figure out what that is. And as always, you want to focus on the digestive system. That's the first thing to look at, because when stuff is getting into the blood, it's usually getting into the blood through the intestine, through the digestive system. So first thing to do is look for food. Now, I'm assuming you're not eating lots of asparagus, because that'll make your urine stinky too. But
no, my asparagus didn't come up. But all the foods I eat right out of the garden. I mean, they're all organic.
Anything going on? Well, you can have reactions, Tony, and this is really interesting because a lot of folks don't realize this, but you can have reactions to vegetables. Vegetables can be problematic. A lot of vegetables are. In fact, some vegetables are toxic. Tomatoes, for example, have potatoes, tomatoes, eggplant. Those have elements in them that can aggravate inflammatory conditions and arthritis and such. So vegetables can be a problem. I would guess that if you have acid urine, however, that your body is somehow accumulating toxicity, and that acid represents toxicity, and that's those acid and toxicity is being eliminated out in the urine. Only way that can happen, assuming you're not an IV drug user, you're not breathing in, heavy toxins or poisons, only way that's going to happen is through the digestive system. You may want to try, if you're not already on probiotics, you may want to try the Nightly Essence product, 3 capsules in the morning, 3 capsules at night, and then you may also want to try the Fucoid Z, which can help coat the digestive system. But I'd be focusing on digestive health issues if your urine is acidic, and that does sound like it's a little bit acid. You want your urine, and by the way, you don't want to test the first urine in the morning. You want to test the second urine or the third urine. That'll give you a more accurate reading of what's happening inside your body. Okay?
Even after the coffee?
Well, yeah, it doesn't really necessarily matter after the coffee. What you want to do, though, is you don't want that first urine, because that first urine isn't an indicator of what's happening throughout the day. Stuff is accumulated through the night, and it's going to give you an inaccurate reading of based on what's happening inside the body. So you want the second or third urine is really the best urine to test. All right. Thank you so much for your call, buddy. Appreciate it, and thanks for the kind words, Tony. God bless, man. All right, take care. All right, Mark in California. What's up, Mark? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Pharmacist Ben. Thank you for getting my call.
Sure, what's up?
I have a son that's 25 years old. He's in rehab right now. He's only 7 days. And I found out that the doctor wants to prescribe Risperdal. And I told him that I don't want him taking any drugs. I'm just going to come forward.
What's he withdrawing from? What's he rehabbing from?
Methamphetamine and
Okay, got it. Okay, hang on a second, and we'll talk about Risperdal, which is used, a pretty nasty drug, actually, used for bipolar disorder and such. And we'll talk a little bit about rehab and rehabbing for meth and ecstasy, which are very similar. We'll talk about that when we come back from a break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. Hang tight if you're on hold. We'll get to you when we come back. Don't go away. Got more good health information coming up after this. We're talking... Oh, my goodness. We were talking to somebody. He's gone now, so we'll just move on. We're going to talk about Risperdal and methamphetamine and ecstasy. The best way to wean yourself off of these kinds of drugs is to relax the body. When you get yourself off of these kinds of drugs, you're gonna have symptoms that represent, or there's signs of activation of the stress nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system, and so relaxing the body is the most important detox and withdrawal strategy for getting yourself off of medication and getting yourself off of drugs. Indulge yourself in massages and naps and hot tubs and hot baths. Just lighten up, relax the body. As far as Risperdal goes, it's a really awful drug. There's a lot of class action lawsuit commercials from lawyers talking about something called gynecomastia. Gynecomastia is a condition where men grow breasts. You have nipple discharges and soreness and pain. Really awful condition. It happens in kids even who are taking Risperdal, which is a drug used for schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. Really awful drug. The company that makes Risperdal, Johnson & Johnson, has already spent millions of dollars settling lawsuits for gynecomastia. If you're on Risperdal, get off of it if you can. If you're on Risperdal, you may be eligible for some money from a settlement against Johnson & Johnson. So just look it up, Risperdal, Risperdal, if you want more information on that. Apparently, whoever his psychiatrist is or his doctor is believes that this kid needs to be dosed somehow with an antipsychotic med. I'm not sure why that would be, but in any case, I actually started off my pharmacy career working in psychiatric hospitals as a psychiatric pharmacist, and it was astounding to me how little we know, doctors, psychiatrists, pharmacists, drug companies, how little we know about how these mental health or psychiatric drugs work. And if you end up being dosed with psychiatric medication, especially, God forbid, if you end up in a psychiatric hospital, it's basically just kind of throw everything against the wall, throw every antipsychotic against the wall, see what sticks and see what works. And I remember being in meetings with a psychiatrist as a pharmacist and listening to them talk about how, well, we're just going to up the Haldol a little bit and drop the stelazine here, maybe throw in a little Mellaril. And, basically nobody knows what the heck's going on, and it's all an experimental process. If you don't want to be a guinea pig with psychiatric medication, practice your own psychiatric techniques. Practice your own mental health strategies, especially involving relaxation, meditation, spirituality, mental and emotional strategies, and there's zillions of them. Nobody needs an antipsychotic medication unless they're having an emergency psychotic break. Occasionally that does occur, and occasionally just the zonking people out with antipsychotic medication can be helpful or can be important, but only in the very, 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 very short term. All right. Unless somebody has a serious psychiatric problem, and occasionally that does happen. But for most people, if you have bipolar disorder, you're weaning yourself off prescription drugs, that's not a reason to be on a powerful antipsychotic medication like Risperdal, in my humble opinion. Okay, Steve in Virginia, what's up? Welcome to the bright side.
Hi, thank you. Yeah, lately we've heard people speaking about getting a liver cleanse, that type of detox, and we just wanted to see what your opinion was.
Yeah, I hear that all the time too. Here's my take on liver cleanses, and there's lots of them. The liver processes things. It processes food. It processes sugars. In fact, the liver does processes hundreds of different elements, and it's involved. It's the most multifunctional organ in the body. It's involved in clearing out and purifying drugs and food toxins, etc. So most liver cleanses involve herbs. Now, I like herbs, and as a pharmacist, I used to tincture herbs, and I would wildcraft them and dispense them. I've used them in skincare, etc. But if you're trying to clean out your liver, if your liver is already overworked, why would you put more substances in the body and in the liver? Why would you give your liver more work to do? The best liver cleanse is to stop putting the stuff in the body, especially that means stop putting food in the body, and that means fasting. That's the best liver cleanse there is. Now, I know there's all kinds of liver formulas and cleansing formulas, etc., but to me, it just doesn't make sense, Steve, to put herbal material into the body, which at the end of the day has to be processed by the liver. Herbs are medicines, and herbs contain medicinal and pharmacological elements. And as probably most of you know, many drugs are derived directly from herbs, or they're synthetic versions of phytonutrients and phytochemicals that are in herbs. So to me, it just doesn't make sense to give the liver more work to do if it's already stressed out. The best way to cleanse your liver and the best way to cleanse your body is to stop putting the stuff in the body and give the body a break. Let it cleanse itself. The body and the liver can cleanse itself. Now, if you really want to go all out with nutrition in terms of cleansing, use antioxidant nutrients. Use purifying nutrients. Vitamin C is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular as a detox substance. It's non-toxic itself. It'll clean the liver. It's used by the liver. And it's unbelievably effective, and most people don't get anywhere near the vitamin C that they need. Likewise with vitamin E. Vitamin E is we're going to talk about vitamin E tomorrow. Vitamin E is amazingly purifying for the liver. It's amazingly purifying for the body in general. And here's the thing about vitamin E. It's very difficult to get it from food. In fact, nothing exemplifies the craziness of the idea that you can get everything you need from the 4 food groups more than vitamin E, because vitamin E is not found in very many foods. And even if it is found in foods, mostly in grains and oils, and seeds, it's found in very small amounts. Vitamin E, you need 200 to 400, even up to 600 or 800 IU a day. You'd have to eat ounces. You'd have to eat quarts of sunflower oil and wheat germ oil and pounds of seeds to get that kind of vitamin E concentration. So between vitamin E, vitamin C, something called alpha lipoic acid, selenium, these are all wonderful nutrients for helping clear out the liver. They're non-toxic, and you don't have to worry about the liver overworking to have to deal with these elements. Glutamine is another very important element for helping purify the liver. Sulfur is also, MSM sulfur is also important for cleansing the liver. And of course, eliminating the stuff that's getting in the first place through foods, through toxins in foods, especially processed foods, excitotoxins and flavorings and such, and just plain old sugar. And trans fatty acids, for that matter. Between sugar and fatty acids, excitotoxins, preservatives in food, anything you're having a reaction to in food, food allergens, those are really the problems when it comes to toxic liver, and fatty liver disease affects 100 million Americans. Those are really the issues that we're dealing with, and just plain old calories. So if you want to do a liver cleanse, lower your calories, especially when calories that come from sugar, refined flours, and processed foods and such. And then make sure you're using good nutritional supplement program, and practice caloric restriction and even fasting. To me, those are the best liver cleanse. And of course, vitamin C is also important. Get on the Healthy Start Pack. You know, that's really what we're talking about here, you guys. I'm sorry, I don't know what that was. Thanks for your call, Steve. That's really what we're talking about here, you guys. You don't need anything fancy. You need basic nutrients. They're called the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients, which function as food for the cells. That's what the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients do. They feed the cells. That's basically what we're talking about here. The Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients, and then common sense strategies that don't involve purchasing any fancy formulas, and they certainly don't involve prescription drugs and anything the doctor can do. They're just the basics. Focus on digestive health. Eliminate problem foods. Make sure you're practicing intermittent, once in a while fasting. Use caloric restriction, that is restricting the amount of calories. Only eat when you absolutely have to eat. Use as much liquid nutrition as possible to take the load off of the digestive system. Avoid sugar, refined flours, and anything that breaks down into simple sugars. Diabetes affects millions upon millions upon millions of people. It's a leading cause of death. It's a leading cause of blindness. It's a leading cause of amputation. It's a leading cause of high blood pressure and heart disease. It's a leading cause of misery, and it's voluntary in the sense that we have to do it to ourselves. And then, of course, using relaxation strategies. Don't underestimate the importance of just lightening up, just sitting on the couch and doing nothing. Make sure you're taking naps and using hot water, hot showers, massage and Reiki and yoga and meditation and deep breathing strategies. These are all simple little things that we can all do. That's why this program is called The Bright Side. It's the good news that says the body can heal itself. It doesn't need doctors to do it. It needs the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients. You can get them from off of my websites from Longevity, the Healthy Start Pack, Selenium, the Ultimate Daily. If you want to throw in a couple other things, the probiotics, the Z Radical or the Fucoid Z, and the Biolumin Nightly Essence, restrict your sugar and lighten up, and make sure you're practicing your deep breathing techniques. All right. Thanks so much for listening, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Tomorrow we'll talk hyperpigmentation. We'll talk about 2 different separate kinds of pigment that you want to know about if you're trying to get rid of your dark spots. And we'll talk about one that's very, very important when it comes to longevity and aging as well. If you want to purchase any of my Truth Treatment products, go to truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. Have yourselves a wonderful, spectacular, beautiful day. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll talk to y'all later, folks. Bye for now.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
More and more people are discovering the incredible benefits of alkalizing the body, and there's no better product for it than AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops. Packed with a powerful combination of the most alkaline minerals and compounds, just a few drops in water will rid your body of harmful waste and give you more vibrance and vigor than you've had in years. Now buy 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Many are in disbelief today after word of shocking allegations against a Minnesota-based talk syndication company known as GCN. It's claimed that they're the fourth largest talk syndication company in the U.S., making it even more scandalous that they've been accused of helping business owners expose themselves on a massive scale. Let's go live to Tom for more on this story.
It's being called the greatest exposure of our lifetime, while other business owners are beginning to step forward claiming they too exposed themselves with the help of GCN.
It's true. They're all guilty. Every last one of them. GCN helped me get the exposure my company needed, and just think, that was years ago. Today, GCN has like 700 affiliate stations and over 6 million downloads from iTunes and their website every month.
Imagine the exposure your company can get. Expose your business to the masses. Email advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective. GCN.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. So, disable the cable and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV right now to sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and up to 4 rooms. And there's no equipment to buy. That includes your free HD TV upgrade, your free DVR upgrade, and your free professional installation. And the best part, the pristine digital picture and sound. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV. So, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV. 1-888-379-MY-TV. Disable the cable, cut costs, and get more. Call 1-888-379-MY-TV. 1-888-379-MY-TV.
Usually, the older one gets, the less you are able to absorb amino acids and the less you are able to repair the 100 trillion cells of your body. As a result, you'll have less energy, your tissues will shrink, and you'll become wrinkled. An older person will typically injure more easily and heal more slowly. Not fun. However, if you could consume a protein powder that is easier to absorb, then you may be able to gain back some strength, muscle, and speed of recovery. One World Whey is a highly digestible whey protein powder that may be the perfect answer for you.
My name is Errol. I'm 74 years old. You know, the taste of One World Whey is amazing. I play pickleball, and since taking One World Whey and your trace mineral supplement, I have more energy and recover faster from my working out. I used to take another grass-fed whey protein powder, but now I'm getting much better results using One World Whey.
Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit oneworldway.com.
It's absolutely heartbreaking. All over America, people are suffering from issues related to angina pain, high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, irregular heartbeat, clogged arteries, and high cholesterol. Can you live your life free from sickness, pain, and fear, and experience your body's healing itself? Look to Heart and Body Extract, an all-natural supplement that aids ailing bodies. It is an exclusive formula of wild-crafted and organic herbs. End the pain without all the side effects of prescription drugs. People 20 years younger will envy your vitality. Want a happier, healthier you? Then go to heartandbody.com or call toll-free 866-295-5305 for free information. Heart and Body Extract offers a lifetime guarantee with no price increase in over 14 years. What are you waiting for? Call Heart and Body now at 866-295-5305 for your free information or go to heartandbody.com. Distributor inquiries are welcome.